Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, War, number 52. The Jedi are in the war, all right. They're just on the wrong side. Onward, Mandalorian Knights. Surprise is ours. They haven't started firing yet. Head for the signal station quickly before they can send a warning. Welcome to Hathor, people. Our knights are going in overhead, but we've saved the fun of taking the ground emplacements for you. This is what we live for, newbies. I'm told it's not unusual for a soldier to invade 2 planets in 1 week. But who ever heard of one invading them for 2 different armies? Mandalorians, charge! There's a Republic frigate, and it's landing, Mandalorians. I don't care if it's Captain Goodbaler and the Valerettes. They're after us. Start firing. Lord Jandor Case's Jedi have already gone in. Craig, we don't need to do this. Shut up and fire, Carrick, before I wring your scrawny... Boom! Craig, are you alright? Back off. I told you, Carrick, Mandalorians don't stop for fools who get themselves shot, even rally masters. Everyone who surrenders to us gets a choice. You can be a slave or fight. Now shoot those gunners before they wipe us out. Huh? Here comes one. Let him have it. Incoming. The cannons. Stop. The guns are out of commission. You don't have to. Wait, I surrender. I've got you. Hang on. Sorry about that. They're Mandalorians. Blowing things up makes them, well, a little excited. Just stay down while they... Yours? Oh, my lightsaber. Thanks. I dropped it. Wait, I know you. Back on the scene with that little boy. I saved you. I didn't ask you to. If I'd known you were a Jedi, I wouldn't have. What do you mean? Who? Help. Huh? Captain Morvis? You two belong together, Carrick. You're both useless with hunting. The coward never fired his weapon in the charge. I'm a Republic naval captain. Pressing me into service is against all the laws and traditions of combat. My mother's a senator. My father founded the Financial Exchange. I don't belong here. I insist on respectful treatment until a prisoner transfer can be. Shut your mouth. Mandalorians don't take prisoners. We use them one way or another. I've thrown half your crew in the slave pens already, Morvis. You want to be next? It's better than being killed out here, or out there. You didn't give us helmets. We're light years from a war forge. Out here, you earn your armor. Guys? Shut up, Carrick. I saw that lightsaber. I put up with Case and his knights because Mandalore says to. But I won't have sorcerers in my ranks. A warrior fights with a blade and a blaster. I'm going to show you here and now. Okay. You could, Craig, but you'd have to go through Coast Sornel. And as I recall, you barely survived our last engagement. Jedi or no, the kids saved my son on a scene. Nobody's going to smack him around. Unless I decide to. Besides, we've got to work to do. Lord Jandor Case and his knights just took the signal post. Mop up and make camp. Fine, Sornel. You want to play nanny droid? Both of them are your responsibility now. But if either steps out of line, it's straight to the pins, slave pins for them. What was I supposed to do, Carrick? Hathor is a Republic ally. I can't shoot people who are on our side. That's progress, then. I can't shoot people at all. Come on, I think I hear the guy who started all this. Lieutenant Case always drew crowds when he was on the Jedi Council, but he never had a crowd on Coruscant like this. The operation went perfectly. The Hathorians deactivated their defense shields when reciprocity arrived, and by the time they realized Mandalorians were aboard, my knights had secured the transmitter. This place is ours now. And already it looks it. Mandalorians build camps faster than anyone in the history of warfare. We spend our whole lives on the move. I know it offends some of you to have former Jedi in your ranks. Mandalorians win with arms, not tricks and magic. But that's why we join your movement. My friends believe in a fair fight, not a corrupt republic that leans on Jedi for protection. Yes, this time, when Jedi began fighting for the Republic, I didn't just mouth objections like the Council. I set the balance right. By giving the Mandalorians their own Jedi, a big step, but one I'm proud to have taken. You go anywhere, using anything you find. All while raising your younglings in accordance with your tenets. Take Co-Sornel here, raising a family while helping us exploit the station's assets. There's no tension between those roles. For a Mandalorian, it's life. Millions across the galaxy have embraced our teachings, and before this week is over, we'll teach something to the Republic. Yes, this is perverse. The Jedi are supposed to work for the Republic, not against it. That's just the way it is. Jedi are people too, Captain. They make up their own minds, for better or worse. We've got to stop this, Carrick. This is a signal station. We've got to warn the Republic about this madness. Morvis, wait. We don't know what they're planning yet. Shut up, Carrick. I still make the decisions around. No, you don't. You're my responsibility, Morvis. If you screw up, I'll make beating a Carrick seem like a holiday. It's okay, Sornel. He just got the point. I don't know why I spoke out for you, Carrick, and I never spoke out for him. I ought to well vouch for him. We won't cause you a problem. I've pretended to be a Mandalorian a few times in my life, but I was never one for real, and I never stayed for dinner. That was the right move. It's called Bilbert's stew, Zane. It's the one staple we've got plenty of. Smells awful, but the third merchants keep it good for months. Perfect for people on the move. Like Harm and me, and the kids, of course. But you're Deveronians. I always heard that only Deveronian males like to travel. How can you be nomads? That's part of our culture, Zane. Our home is wherever we are. And you won't find us worrying much over the cultures we conquer. Our philosophy is one of renewal in the fires of battle. If you sit still, you might as well be buried. I saw a Mando induction station once, but never a camp where people lived. I admit I'm surprised. For people who've had their old lives taken away, a lot of you seem happy. They are happy, Zane. This is how we were born to live, regardless of species or history, all of us. Even the people in the Republic, we just have to show them. And you've shown us something, Zane. The kids don't usually take to strangers, much less scary Jedi. I'm from a big family, and I don't feel scary, but I'm surprised there's so much superstition here about Force users. There was a rumor about our Force magic causing the disaster on Jebel. That was an induction station, too, come to think of it. Yeah, but I don't understand. If you all fear Jedi, why'd you let Case and his people join? I have no idea. Mandalore authorized it. That's good enough for us. I'm just a comm specialist. Comm specialist? Co, could I get you to send a message for me in the morning? What, a message to the Republic? You sure you're not having a reaction to the stew? Security's been tight for the whole series of operations. I don't care what you did for me. I won't betray my people. No, it's nothing like that. Just call a friend, a civilian, on a subject that you and I both would be interested in. Read it for yourself. You'll see what I mean. I'll have to think about it. In the meantime, find some wall to lean against during invasions. We sleep in our armor. You'll get used to it. You okay, Captain? You haven't said much. You just watch yourself, Carrick. Don't worry about me. Morbus, no. Get him out of here. Sorrel, no. I knew he'd try something. I could have heard him sneaking up in his thunderstorm. You swore he'd behave, Carrick. He was in my house with my children. Co, he didn't do it. He wasn't going to do it. Right, Morbus? Right? Right. I've never killed anyone. But never up close. Typical Republic commander. Someone else has always done the fighting and the dying. Throw this piece of trash in the slave hut. Carrick? Hang in there, Captain. I'll find out what Case is up to. Yes, Zane Carrick. You will. That is your name, isn't it? I remember you now. You were the runaway Padawan from a while back. Your master Lucian took my place on the Jedi Council. You were falsely accused of murder, and you fought for those in trouble ever since, even when they didn't necessarily deserve it. Like your Republic captain back there, you seem to think mercy grows in the giving. Well, that's not the worst thing, I believe. I've heard about your adventures. You're a master of ruses and schemes. Is that what you're doing here? No, Captain. Or no, you captured my Feta militia unit on the scene. I didn't want to be there or here. That explains it. Feta, yes. I read you were from there originally. You have family there now? They recently moved back there from Dantooine. I was going to see them when I was drafted. I'd just gotten my life situated, too. A new apartment on Coruscant, a girlfriend. I guess I picked the wrong time for a visit. Your timing may be better than you think. You see, our plans are to strike Feta next. Why? The Mandalorians are heading toward the Republic, not the Outer Rim. You've already got our militia. You don't need to invade the planet. Thanks for the opinion, son. But on this, the Mandalorians and Republic agree. Strategy isn't the business of soldiers. Ah, our escort has just arrived. Dreadnoughts. That's right. Over 100,000 of our finest warriors, and enough ordnance to level Feta. We're going. But if you're as talented as I've heard, you may be able to affect what we do when we get there. If you want to help our homeworld, Zane, you'll help me now.